From Prodigy Bowlers Tour, a special presentation, 6 Days to Greatness. Now, here's Coach Randy with Caden White.
Well, I have interviewed Caden White before for Prodigy Bowlers Tour, but only after he won on Prodigy at a KCO event. Never in this situation. You just got back from a little, was that like, did you call that a vacation?
A bowling vacation.
Yeah, it was quite a week in Green Bay at Junior Gold. And, oh, look, he has a trophy over his shoulder and a Team USA jacket and medal. And we'll just cut to the chase. Here is your U18 boys national champion, Caden White. We are so proud of you here in Kansas City. But I want you to just kind of walk me through the week. I'm going to just ask you to kind of go through it. So when you headed up to Green Bay, did you have any inkling that you were going to have a week like this?
Not a clue. Not a clue at all. My only goal going there was to make the top 16 bracket. That was my goal.
That would have gotten you into match play.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, Junior Gold is it's a test of endurance. You have 4 days of 4 games each of qualifying. And then on the 5th day, you go to the advancer round where you have, for those who make the cut, 5 more games. And then it shrinks to a much smaller field. And you do the final advancers round, 5 more games, and then it's the cut to 16 to get into match play. And once you're in match play, it's 16 players, it's a bracket, it's a double elimination bracket. You lose once, you fall to the elimination bracket. You lose again, you're done. And let's go back to the beginning of the week. You've finished practice.
Yep.
I'm assuming you got there early enough for some of the ancillary activities and ball demo days and opening ceremonies. What was all that like? You've been through it before.
Yeah, I have. Starting off, first thing we did while we were there, I bowled in the Youth Open. We bowled teams, doubles, and singles. And the teams, I for 3 games, shot 792, pretty sure, and then was able to back that up with a nice little 550. And then after that, put up a 640. So
you were kind of all over the map.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so no reason to believe this was going to be any sort of special kind of week.
No.
Okay. But then you go out there day 1.
Yep.
And the first day, you averaged, 250 something?
Yeah, 256, I believe.
Okay, we should tell our viewers that the U18 boys was a field of, I think the number was 1,342.
41.
Okay, 1,341.
Yeah.
And at the end of the first 4 games, you were in... Third place.
Yeah, after the first 4.
So that was pretty good. What were you thinking after doing 4 games averaging 250 plus?
Got another 12 games to go and anything can happen, but just keep it up.
Well, you're right about that. Anything could happen at that point, but you're off to a good start.
Yep.
Day 2.
Yep. We're at Rolling Thunder Lanes, and I was able to put together 1020. So at this point, I'm plus 446, I believe, and I'm in first place. First
place after 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And now you're halfway to the first cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just tell you, those of us back home in Kansas City are thinking, oh my God, look at him. He's not letting up. What were you thinking?
2 more days. Got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Okay.
Got to keep going.
Day 3, well, you had posted something on Facebook saying, okay, now we got the easy patterns out of the way. Yeah. And I was kind of like, shh, don't anybody tell him. None of these patterns are that easy, even though you were making them look easy. But then you run into a little problem on day 3.
Yeah, so the first 2 days were on the easier of the 4 patterns. And then I knew going into day 3, that this place was really, really low scoring. And that's pretty much what I did. Shot low scores on it. By no means was it a good day, but by no means was it completely awful. I went 190, 170, 190, and then a 160, which, yeah, I know it sucks, but at the same time, that's what a lot of people were doing at that bowling alley.
You didn't lose that much ground to the field. You were still, tied for first after day 3?
Yeah, I was tied for first after going minus 79 that day.
The problem is that after day 2, you had built up a lead over second place of almost 100 pins.
Yeah.
And then now you're tied for first after day 3. So you've squandered the lead, but you're still in first place.
Yeah.
Okay, so all is not lost. Heck, you're still in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
So you're heading into day 4 knowing just 4 more games. And the cut after day 4 is pretty generous. I think it was the top 192.
190, yeah.
I think that was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're never a lock until it's done, but you had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. So going into day 4, we were at another bowling alley that I knew I had a chance to score high on, which ended up, it was okay. I averaged 215, went plus 60 something, which was totally fine. And
yeah, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, if he can stay in plus figures, baby, he's in high cotton.
Yep, and that put me in second going into advancers.
So there you go. Qualifying is done. You're in second place. How far back from the leader?
It was only a...
you weren't too far back.
No.
Okay, so now you go into advancers.
Yeah.
Now the next cut is not going to be the top 192. It's going to be, I think it was the top 64, I think is the number. So, okay, so you still got to stay in the top 64. Mm-hmm. And, that should be easily doable if you can keep the pedal to the metal. So,
and I was able to do so. Advancers rounds are 5 games instead of 4, and for this round I was able to go 1141, I believe. So plus 141. So
plus 141 for 5 games is pretty juicy.
Yeah, just shy of a 230 average. So I was able to. The guy who was in first place had a heck of a day, and at the end of first advancers, he was above me by 103 pins.
Okay, so you're still in second place?
Yeah, but I was
after the advancers round. Now you're going into final advancers. This is going to be the last round before they cut to the top 16 for match play. And so what happens in the final advancers round?
Final advancers round, again, another 5 games. And this time I'm able to go 1184, I believe. Plus 184, really an incredible block, and I was able to jump my way into first place.
So you come out of the final advancers round, you're in first place again, heading into match play. Now, I don't remember exactly how many matches you have to win to get all the way to the end, but it's like 5 or 6 matches.
Yeah.
And just don't lose. If you lose, you're in the elimination bracket, and then if you lose again, you're done.
Yep.
So what happens? You get out there in the very first match.
Yep, and
this is Friday night, I believe.
Yeah, Friday.
Late Friday afternoon, Friday evening.
Yeah.
You go out there. So I should tell our viewers that you go out there for that first match of match play. You may not even know this, but there was a contingent of Kansas City area youth bowlers and their families who had gathered all around just to watch and root you on. And you go out there and you meet the 16 seed. There's 16 bowlers. You're the 1 seed. You're facing the 16 seed. And what happens?
Well, at this point in junior gold, anything can happen. Top 16 bowlers out of 1,300, they're all pretty good.
Once you're in match play, anybody can beat anybody. These are the top 16 youth bowlers in the country, and any one of them can get you.
Yep. So I go out there. I'm not quite sure what I shot, but it was a low 400 series.
Yeah, I think it was 402, if I'm not mistaken. 402, 404, something like that.
Yeah, and it's out of 2 games.
Right. It's 2 games, total pins.
Yeah, and that was not enough. So immediately.
And he didn't beat you by that much. I think he shot, I could be off on this number. I think it was like 416, 412, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't by much.
But he beat you.
Yes, he did. So I was immediately in the loser.
So no sooner do you start match play, you fall to the elimination bracket.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, you have got to be kidding me. This cannot be how it ends. And now you have to win out
Yeah.
just to get through the elimination bracket.
Yep.
To get, now you can't get any better than the 3 seed for the TV show, and to do that you have to win out in the rest of your elimination bracket matches. You have one more match that night, Friday night, and you come back from the loss and you shoot what, 515 for 2 games?
Yep, 515.
And the second game, which was your last game of a grueling 14-hour day at the bowling alley, you shoot what?
290.
290.
Yep.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably won that match.
Yep. Was able to win that match and stay alive and now I have to
but now everybody goes back to their hotel rooms or their Airbnbs, and they get to stew and think about it and try to get some sleep. How did you sleep that night?
Horrible. It was not good because I had to wake up at 5 a.m. after a long day.
Yeah, they don't give you much time to recover. When you come back the next morning, it's a 7 a.m. first ball.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And you didn't get out of the bowling center Friday night until when?
Oh, it had to be like at least 9.
9 or 10, maybe. Yeah. So, okay, you tossed and turned most of the night, probably didn't sleep very well, but you showed up Saturday morning.
Yep. And
haven't shaved for a few days.
Oh, it was a long time. Yeah. It's all gone now because I shaved, but all my facial hair was there. But
okay.
Go out there knowing my only goal that day was to not get first rounded, because that would suck to wake up that early and get first rounded. So
first rounded means lose the first match, which would be your second loss, and then you're done.
Yep.
So you go out there, and what happens?
You know, I can't. I know I won. I'm not quite sure what the score was.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Yeah. But okay, so we'll shorten the next part and just say you did. I won't say the impossible. I guess I just did say the impossible. You did the improbable. You won out.
I did.
And you got all the way through the last match of the elimination round. And I will tell you, those of us who were following this in real time on the internet from Kansas City, we were going just waiting for USBC to post the results of each match. Oh my God, he won another one. He's one step closer. And you know, I'm posting this in real time on our Prodigy Facebook group, letting everybody know how Caden is doing. He's one step closer. He's got to win one more match. Actually, I think in all you had to win like 5 or 6 matches to get there. But in the end, you won the rest of your matches in the elimination bracket. And then the 2 players that were in the other bracket, the main bracket, it came down to Jaws Weems and Chance McLean. And Jaws beat Chance in their final match of the day. So Jaws claimed the 1 seed, Chance claimed the 2 seed, and you, coming through the elimination bracket, were the only one in that bracket who could gain a spot, and you got the 3 seed. So there's your field for the TV finals, which would be recorded about 5 hours later.
Yeah.
This is a long flippin' day
Yeah.
for you guys on Saturday. So you finish the match play, and then a bunch of pictures go up on Facebook that I see of Caden signing an autograph. And there's another picture of Caden getting interviewed by somebody. I don't know if that was a USBC person or local media in Green Bay or what it was.
Yeah, it's a Bowl TV.
Bowl TV.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you're, we're trying to catch our breath from the drama, and you're up there, signing autographs, doing interviews. And at some point, I'm sure your mom had to have said to you, Caden, I think you probably need to go have lunch.
Well, actually, I went back to the Airbnb and took about a 2-hour nap.
Oh, you did take a nap?
I did.
I was hoping you would.
Yeah, because that night before, I only got a little over 3 hours of sleep.
So excellent. So you did get a little. So you didn't have any trouble sleeping that time because you were probably so exhausted.
Yeah, it was pretty easy for me to fall asleep.
So all right. So you come back to the bowling center, the TV show. You got to wait for the U18 girls.
Yeah.
They're first. The taping starts at 6 p.m. and then they stop taping for a while they re-oil the lanes for the boys, and then the boys come out and you guys warm up, and then you've got 2 matches to win. So your first match against Chance McLean, and I will tell you that I'm watching this to the degree that you can watch it on the internet. They wouldn't stream the bowling live. But what we did find was that Lane Talk was live streaming the scoring. Yeah. And some of us found that. And I was on the phone with one of our KCO junior bowlers who just aged out, Jacob Smith, the Tonganoxie Twister. And he and I are going back and forth watching your scores and Chance's scores go up on Lane Talk. And, oh my God, he just threw another strike, and oh my God, another strike. He's way out ahead now, and it was pretty thrilling. But what's going through your mind while all this is happening? How are you staying focused?
I'm not sure. Well,
what were you thinking about?
The next shot. I was able to stay pretty focused pretty easily, even considering the fact I was being recorded, and the fact there were hundreds of people in the bowling alley and in the stands watching. I was able to stay focused and block them out and just worry about my next shot.
Well, I know that you and I had gone back and forth on the phone and in text messages and on Facebook several times throughout the week. I was in your ear all week. You were probably getting sick of me. Leave me alone, you fat old guy. But what was I telling you?
One shot, baby.
One shot, baby. That became our mantra. And I've been saying this for years, and I think you're the first person to ever actually take it to heart. But if there's a secret to tournament bowling, it's this: focus on one thing and one thing only. Nothing else matters. And it's this shot, the one that's in front of you right here, right now. Don't think about winning. Don't think about the score. Don't think about what your opponent is doing. Don't think about what'll happen if you strike out. It's this one shot, and you tell yourself, I got this. I've made this shot thousands of times before. Now make one right here. And you did again and again. And I also told you at the start of the week that if you can do this, it is one of the most exhausting, mentally fatiguing exercises that you will ever put yourself through.
Definitely.
And did it turn out to be that?
Yeah. I'm exhausted.
You still are exhausted.
I still am. I struggled at Bowling League tonight.
One shot, baby.
One shot.
Well, so you beat Chance, and now you're going up against Jaws Weems. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but Jaws was, he's been right up there near the top of the leaderboard in big junior bowling tournament after big junior bowling tournament. I think he won the PBA Junior recently. Wasn't that the one that you went to?
Yeah, it's the one I got fourth place at.
Yeah, so it's not like you were unfamiliar with him.
Yeah, no.
And there he is once again in the top spot. And Jaws is a great kid. I mean,
really
kind of a tragic story. He lost his dad a couple of years ago, very unexpectedly. His dad was very involved in his bowling career and youth bowling in general. And, you know, we're all rooting for him. I mean, how do you not pull for Jaws Weems? I mean, just a very likable kid. And there you are.
Yeah.
The biggest match of your life, and you're just one shot, baby.
Yep. One shot.
And how did you get through it?
Well, going through, because whenever Joss, he gets the lane all to himself to warm up on. He gets 3 shots per lane. So I had to go off the, I had to go off the TV pair, stay warmed up on the side. And getting back over there on the lane, had to sit down for a few minutes while they did the commercial break, and then coming back, I was stiff. I felt like I got ice. So very first shot, left a 7-pin, picked it up, and then after that I threw the next 7 in a row.
Yeah, and Jaws, meanwhile, started with a strike, but then he had a little problem either carrying or finding the pocket. I didn't get to see what his shots looked like, but I saw the score, and I think he had a 7 spare in one frame and then a bunch of 9 spares. So I knew that he was probably having carry issues, and that can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And then you had already opened up a pretty big lead. I mean, you were 30 or 40 up before Jaws finally settled down and started striking.
Yeah.
And honestly, by the time he did start stringing a few, it was pretty much already over. You just had to avoid throwing up on your own shoes.
Yeah, so going into the 10th frame, I knew I needed a strike to win, because I was able to strike out for what was
269.
269.
Jaws, by the way, shot 247. It's not like he rolled over.
Yeah, he threw the back 7.
Yeah.
So I knew I needed the first one, and even if I didn't get the first one, I just knew I had to pick up the spare and get good count on my next ball. But I was able to throw it right in the pocket for a strike, turned away, screamed, was super excited, and it was just an insane moment.
Come on, buddy!
Go on, Jared, on the board. Go on, Jared, ask me.
Go ball! Yeah!
And then you come off the lane, you give Jaws a hug, and then you march over. And I was actually surprised. The first hug you gave to a woman was not your mom. It was your soon-to-be college coach, Brittany Brown, at Midland University. And the fact that she was there all week coaching you up, that had to be something pretty special, too.
It was. I could not have done it without her. She was there for each and every shot I threw.
That's awesome. And then you gave your mom a hug and gave a high five to Eli, and
then my dad, it wasn't on video, but my dad came over right after, gave me a hug.
Excellent. I knew he'd be right there.
Yep.
Well, you know, obviously you and I have talked a number of times already, and I've expressed my congratulations, and I'm really a little short on words on how much I feel just elated for you. But what a week. And I'm going to ask you another question here. You know, each time you bowl on Prodigy, each time all the kids bowl on Prodigy, there's like a little questionnaire form that I ask all of y'all to fill out. Now, you're not going to be on Prodigy again unless you come back as an adult to bowl in the adult youth doubles tournaments with us. And I'll have you fill it out then, too.
Yeah.
But there's a question on there that you always have to answer, which is, what's your best moment in bowling? And the last time you filled out that form, it was that you threw the final and decisive ball to deliver your high school bowling team the state championship this past spring, which had to have given you a great feeling.
Oh, of course. It was amazing.
How does that rank in your greatest moments in bowling now? I'm guessing it might have dropped to number 2.
It definitely dropped, but it's still such an amazing moment. Throwing that last strike, especially for a team and not myself, is just so much more different and so much more exciting to be able to do that. But nothing tops being able to win junior gold.
Well, I'm so happy for you, and as anybody who knows you knows, and as anybody who knows me has heard me say, there is not another kid that is more deserving, nicer, that you're glad to see have something good like this happen to him than you, Caden White. I cannot say it enough. I'm thrilled for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Randy. It means so much to me.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, your U18 boys national champion. And oh, by the way, member of Junior Team USA. He's wearing his Team USA medal and his Team USA jacket. And that means that he is going to be representing the country in international bowling competitions all over the world. I don't think you even know how much your life is about to change, my friend.
I can't wait to find out, that's for sure.
Well, I know all of Prodigy Land joins me in wishing you the best over the next year representing the country, and just hearty congratulations.
Thank you so much. It means so much to me. I really do appreciate everyone.